This is the Alesis Recital Grand Digital Piano, and I'm going to review the key action, tonal quality, and notable features to help you decide if this is a good fit for your needs. The first thing that strikes me when I first lay eyes on the Recital Grand is the styling. Unlike the original Recital and Recital Pro, which are conventional flat and rectangular boxes, the Recital Grand takes retro design cues from suitcase electric pianos popular in the 1970s. If you are a fan of the Korg SV2, the Viscount Legend 70s, and the Kruma 7, you will love the look of the Alesis Recital Grand. This digital piano will definitely turn more heads on stage than the conventional digital pianos. One advantage of this design is the entire control panel is angled towards the player and you get closer access to all the buttons. With this design, you get a ledge when used without the music rest. While I love the presence of a ledge, it isn't deep enough to be functional, such as placing a small synth on top, which is what many suitcase pianists do. Nonetheless, I do understand that Alesis is trying to keep the compact form factor of the Recital Grand. It is, after all, just £28. The music rest is sturdy and has a vintage silhouette, but the look of the music rest can be polarizing. You either love it or you don't. In my case, I am more inclined to use the Recital Grand without this music rest. Out of the box, you get an Alesis foot switch style sustain pedal, but you do have an option of connecting a triple pedal system, giving you soft, sostenuto, and damper functions. As always, you can check out the description after this video for more detailed information and current prices of everything I mentioned in this video. Just like an acoustic piano, the Recital Grand comes with 88 full-size graded and weighted hammer action keys, which means the keys start off with a heavier touch on the lower register and get progressively lighter as you move higher in the octaves. It is no secret that I love red felt liners above the keys, which are commonly found on acoustic pianos, which not only keeps out dust but also give a stylish accent to the Recital Grand. With 4 levels of touch sensitivity, you will definitely be able to find a velocity curve that fits your playing style. At this price, I really wasn't expecting much, but the key action exceeded my expectations. I was able to articulate the nuance of pianissimo passages to the thunderous fortissimo phrases. Unless you are playing highly advanced pieces, fast repeated notes isn't an issue. That being said, the action may feel a little sluggish to advanced pianists accustomed to expensive acoustic concert grand pianos, but the Recital Grand is after all a mere fraction of the cost of these 5 figures pianos. Beginner to intermediate players are unlikely to complain about the key action. The key tops though are a little too glossy for my liking, as I personally prefer a slightly textured and matte key surface, as my fingertips do get moist with extended practice, but this is largely a matter of preference. By the way, you are in luck if you want to learn to play the piano in 30 days. The sponsor of today's video, Skillshare, is giving the first 1,000 of my subscribers who click the link in the description a free trial of premium membership. Whether you are a beginner trying to learn your first piano tune or an advanced musician interested in jazz improvisation, being a Skillshare member gets you unlimited access to thousands of inspiring classes for different skill levels. After your trial, you pay less than $10 a month for classes that are curated specifically for learning with no disruptive ads, so you can stay focused and productive. I love taking portraits of my family, so I recently joined Jessica Kobesi's class to learn how to shoot Instagram-worthy portraits. Her lessons on planning, shooting, and editing my family portraits have improved my photography skills. So what are you waiting for? Be the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description for a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership and start learning to play the piano in 30 days. The Alesis Recital Pro comes with 16 bread and butter voices grouped into 4 categories, mainly piano, electric piano, organ, strings, and synth, which I will demonstrate throughout this video. The layout of the buttons is extremely intuitive and the names of all the voices are printed below the buttons. You cycle through the 4 voices in each category by pressing a button multiple times. White LED is for voice variation 1, green LED is for variation 2, red LED is variation 3, and blue LED is for voice variation. I can foresee those who buy the Recital Grand will pretty much just use the default grand piano and the Fender Rhodes Mark I electric piano voice, as these are the best voices. If you're not sure how to best play a particular voice, Alesis included a short demo with every single voice. To further personalize your tone, you get 5 reverbs with configurable depth. The voices can be layered or split across the keyboard. And the volume mix between the layers can be easily configured using the key function button and the corresponding key on the keyboard. Let's give a round of applause to Alesis. They have chosen function over form. Every function available on this keyboard is printed above the keys. I never needed to refer to the user manual at all from day one. All other manufacturers who are watching this video need to do this. Stop making us refer to the manual each and every time to figure out which key corresponds to which function. While the Recital Grand comes with 120 notes of polyphony, I didn't encounter any note dropouts even when playing heavily sustained passages with dual voice layers. Ideally, Alesis should have bumped up the polyphony to 256 notes, but at this price, some sacrifices had to be made. Do check out the video description below for a list of my recommended digital pianos, keyboards, and music learning apps. The inbuilt speakers are powerful, with a total of 50 watts output driven by a pair of 25 watts amplifiers. The sound emanating from the speakers is clear and robust even when the volume is pushed to the max. With a micro array of 4 woofer speakers and 4 passive radiators, there is no muddiness at the extreme ends of the frequencies. If you would rather not subject your family to you practicing the same 8 bars 50 times over and over again, there are 2 headphone jacks. Once more, I applaud Alesis. One of the headphone jacks is 3.5mm and the other is 1/4 inch. Regardless which headphones you use, you can be sure it will fit. You can find recommended headphones I use in the description below. For beginner piano students, the lesson mode feature splits the keyboard into 2 identical parts so a teacher can demonstrate on one side of the piano and the student can mimic the teacher's playing. There's also a handy metronome, an essential feature for piano music students. For the times when you prefer to just sit back, relax, and enjoy some piano music, the Alesis Recital Grand has 10 well-recorded inbuilt demo songs. You can also record your own performance using the inbuilt song recorder. Granted, the recorder is basic. It's a single-track, single-song recorder, but it is useful for quickly capturing a musical idea. For more complex multi-track music song recording, the Recital Grand has a USB MIDI port for you to connect to your iPad, smartphone, or laptop. You can also use the USB MIDI to connect to music learning apps. You can find my recommended music learning apps in the video description below. At the rear panel, there's an auxiliary audio inject if you want to stream backing tracks to play along with. The Recital Grand is definitely a gig-friendly digital piano. For a piano with fully weighted keys, it's portable at just £28, contains bread and butter voices, has features that are accessible without any manual diving, and most of all, there is a pair of stereo 1/4 inch TRS line outputs for connecting to a powerful PA system. In conclusion, Alesis has a little gem on their hands. It's reasonably priced, contains good samples, and above average key action, extremely user-friendly, gig-ready features, and the design stands out in a sea of black rectangular digital pianos. Head over to the description below for more information and the latest price of the Alesis Recital Grand. My name is Jeremy C, and I'll see you in my next video.